Punishments must be handed out. Let's talk about it. Folks, welcome to the Baseball Brewhaha. We missed last week. Sorry, I was out of town celebrating the 20th anniversary with my beautiful wife in sunny, May gray San Diego. So, sorry, hashtag sorry, not sorry.
That's definitely more on the not sorry end of it. Congratulations. Big day, big 20 years of days.
Yes, 20 years, a lot of days. So, we were talking about as we were on vacation, what we want to unfold over the next one. We want to see unfold over the next 20 years. And when you're in the throes with kids, it's hard to imagine. But the thing that's wild is that if you look out 20 years from now, there's a realistic possibility that I am a grandparent, which is, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but
You could.
I'd be 63
Yeah.
and holy bananas that I'm equally distant. I'm equally distant from 63 to just graduating college.
How about that?
I might throw up a little bit.
Is that where the punishment needs to happen?
No, we need to talk about that. But well, I had one of those. I hesitate to bring it up. I had on last week we had a couple games. We split, so we're 3-2 on the season. The youth baseball rec league, that's important. We bring that up because we have this thing. We're going back, texting with my coaches, game planning, whatnot, talking about different stuff going on. And one of the things that comes up is there's a team that when we get to playoff time brings pitching up from lower levels early in the playoffs to save his other. Now, I don't know exactly how they do that because they got to pitch in the playoffs in their own playoffs. So I don't know exactly how they do it, but I couldn't have been more irate. Because it makes you. Here's why. Yeah, I mean, do you have a guess? I haven't even let you talk, but what's your guess as to why I am irate about that?
Well, they're violating roster limits.
Not exactly. No, because you can bring people up, because what happens is people go on vacation and then you end up like a game where you have like 7 kids show up. So
Yeah.
you can bring up other kids so you can actually field a full team. So I don't have a problem with that part of it at all. It's the pitching piece that just drives me crazy town.
It gets like uber competitive with
Here's what irritates me, and I don't know exactly how it works out, but like we like, and this is where it's hard for me, like I gotta like get off my high horse a little bit. But the point of rec league is to develop your players, to give them opportunities to play in various different situations. So with a roster, we have 12 kids on a roster, and the number of kids that pitch are the number that want to. We've got 10 kids that are pitching. So we're trying to, over the course of the season, we're trying to win games in a sense, but we're not going to do that at the expense of development and just say, sorry, you're not as good or as experienced, so you don't get to pitch.
Yep.
And so then for me, when I hear, oh, you know what, so and so coach doesn't have to develop his pitching because he can use somebody else's pitchers that they spent developing in the lower
Mm-hmm.
leagues so that you can use your pitchers because you didn't feel like developing your pitchers during the year.
What a crock.
I know for you, it's probably like, this is dumb. Aaron, stop being stupid. And I need to get off my high horse a little bit, but I have feelings.
It's okay to have feelings, and I get it. I mean, it does. There is an element here where they are um, missing the spirit of the rec league. Because as you've said before, there are
Mhm,
competitive leagues where you can go and play
mhm.
and do what you need to do to win. That's
Yeah.
not really what this league is about.
Yeah, and like on that particular team, there's a kid on his team that played for my team last year
Mm-hmm.
who is pitching a little, but that doesn't really feel fair to him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, you get to pitch like 3 times. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so um it's one of those things where it feels unfair to the other kids. And some kid, like we have 2 kids that probably won't pitch this year. One that might. We'll see. Um, but some of it's their own confidence and getting them to a place where, I mean, we've got 3 kids that have never played baseball before.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them, so here's the flip side on the fun side. We were getting hammered on the other day. We're down 10-0 before we even could blink. All right. Um, and so we kind of talked as coaches. We said, you know what? Like we would like to win, but I think we're gonna kind of punt a little bit in favor of this being a development opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Like one for us to figure out what's it like to play when you're down 10-2 in the 4th inning
Yeah.
or the 3rd inning, and how to. So the cool thing is we battled. We were down 10-0. We lost 15-10.
Hey, that's not
So
bad.
yeah, so we battled back. We um hit into a kind of an unlucky triple play. Guy hits an absolute laser, just happens to hit it right to a second baseman who knows how to catch the ball, and it turns into triple play, and it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Um, but that same kid who's brand new to baseball, by the way, I mean, hit a missile. Um, he wasn't sure that he wanted to pitch this year.
Mm-hmm.
We got him some bullpens during the practice before games started. And I was like, I think you could pitch. He's
Mm-hmm.
like, I don't know. So I warmed him up on the side, and he was like, he doesn't have like traditional, like great fluid mechanics, but he was throwing a ton of strikes. I was like, I think now's the time.
Mm-hmm.
So walked out with him on the mound, um, got him warming up, threw a bunch of darts during warm up, and then he pitches 2 innings and gives up 5 runs in 2 innings,
Mm-hmm.
which you can only give up 5 runs in 1 inning.
Mm-hmm.
To give up 5 and 2, especially for somebody who's never pitched before,
Yeah.
was incredible. I mean, he threw strikes in it. Most of it was because they were hitting the ball, which is
Yeah.
that's what you want. You know what?
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to make every play, but it was so rewarding. And then I didn't I know his mom a little bit as well. And so she wrote me a really nice email. Thanks for encouraging him to go out and pitch and going with him out to the mound, getting him settled in and like kind of helping him push his boundaries. And she said he was just beaming after the game. And he rightfully so. He should have been because he pitched incredibly, incredibly well. And and it was just that whole thing is like, this is why we do it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I might get frustrated about how this coach is handling that thing, and there were frustrations during that game about certain things within the game. But at the end of the day, like those are the moments that make coaching kids just worth it beyond,
Hmm.
times a million.
Yeah. And so you get to, what's great is that like you and your coach seem on the same page.
Yeah, our three coaches, we're
Yeah.
definitely all on the same page. Yep.
So you know you're doing right by the kids
Hmm.
and um hopefully there are more coaches that are
Hmm.
than there are who are, trying to angle for the league championship or
Hmm.
whatever and kind of missing the point.
Yeah.
Um, so at least you can feel good about your approach and the way you're developing your players, and then you get these windows into uh, why your approach and why this league, the
Hmm.
way it's designed, is so important for these kids to
Hmm.
uh, develop their skills, but then also just for themselves to have the experience of I tried something new
Hmm.
and I did it and I can do it again with something else, whether it's baseball or not.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. The confidence that comes from that, and just it just, yeah, like you said, it feels good to do something new. And yeah, you're not going to be perfect. I mean, he doesn't get a hit every time, but to hit a ball like that, to pitch the way he did, like, it's so cool. Like,
Hmm.
um it's so rewarding. And yeah, you look back at the end of the season, and even last season, like, so we won the league championship last year, but the thing that was way more rewarding was the way that unfolded, where we had we took our lumps.
Hmm.
We started 4-0 and finished 1-7, because we took our lumps because we pitched everybody.
Hmm.
We didn't just pitch our best pitchers. And by the end of the season, seeing it was like the 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 total back end of our pitching staff was who dominated in the championship game, because we took the time. So I mean, it's tough. I don't want to be here like Mr. Toot the Horn, but it does make me feel like it feels validating when, like, sometimes I get really critical of like youth baseball in particular, and like at large, and sometimes how things are approached. And I don't want to, like, I want to try to just do what I can control. And sometimes it feels like, does it matter? Is it working? Why do I even do this? Is it a waste of time? And sometimes I think about, like, hey, it would be fun to work with kids one on one or something like that. Is that worth it? Or, and
Hmm.
like, and then I see other people that like are better at it than me because they've been professionals or whatever. And it's like, okay, sometimes you get in this spot of like, is it even worth me doing this? Because I'm not as good as all these guys. And then you have stuff like this, and you feel like, you know what? I'm not most gifted.
Hmm.
I didn't play professional. I didn't play in college. Um, but I feel like I'm getting the opportunity to impact these kids
Yeah.
that are in my life, not, you know, Freddie who lives in Pennsylvania.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah. You just bring yourself and you can make an impact. Like if you weren't there might be somebody else, but they'd making a different type of impact and
mhm,
wouldn't necessarily be better. And it certainly wouldn't be you in the way that you bring. There's a uniqueness to what you bring that no one else can for those kids.
yeah, yeah, it's true. Thanks for the encouragement, bro. Appreciate it. So,
Keep it up, coach.
yeah, it's like those comments from the parents just, I mean,
Yeah.
they fill the sales, fill the sales.
Yeah.
Um, so, all right, we gotta change the subject here. Punishments.
Punish. Whoa, I
Okay.
thought we were talking about punishments.
No, we weren't. You know, I felt like inside maybe I needed some help.
Mm-hmm.
But we went one direction and we got to shift gear. I told you we had a lot to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Punishments. I need you to explain yourself. And you know what this is about.
You know what that's about.
I don't expect anybody else out there to know what's happening right now. But
I don't know what's happening right now either.
you
It's
will,
okay,
you
folks. I'm
will,
with you. I'm with you.
you will know. And you will explain yourself. Here's what happened. Friday night, doing the laundry.
It's Friday night. Okay.
I'm watching the Mariners.
Mm-hmm.
Mariners are up 5 to what 1.
Okay.
They blow the lead.
Yep.
They retake the lead, 6 to
Mm-hmm.
5.
Yep.
They blow the lead again in the ninth.
Yep.
They walk it off in the 10th.
That is what happened.
Now, somebody I knew was at this game.
Who was
Oh yeah,
that?
oh yeah, oh yeah. That was you. You were at the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, this
And
guy.
I texted you. And I
Yeah.
said, dude, that was awesome game. You can't believe you got to be there. And
Yeah.
Adam texted me. Yeah, it was great to be there. We left in the 8th inning.
Yeah.
And
Uh, uh,
I was beside myself.
beside,
I couldn't sleep.
next to.
I was like, I had an out of body experience. You have to explain it. You texted me the reason, and you have to explain it because I can't even fathom how that's even a reason.
Well, the train is okay. So we live in Seattle. Okay. For all
Which,
those who
for those
are
who don't know, that actually they don't live in Seattle, but Seattle
right,
is, you just call it that because it's
one big
80, it's
metro.
80 miles of one city.
Yeah. And so we take the public transportation light rail train
Mm-hmm.
from our house to the game.
Mm-hmm.
After the game, everybody in the city of Seattle is taking the train.
Yep.
It's cramped, it's uncomfortable, it's miserable. I I can handle it better because I'm fine with the trade-off of the game and the whatever. But
Sure. Mm-hmm.
when I'm with other people
Mm-hmm.
whose like investment in the game is their connection to me,
Mm-hmm.
not so much the game itself, I have to be more flexible.
Sure. Was it
And
so who like was it one? Was it multiple? Because the second game that you went to two,
we went to
the
two,
second
yep.
one you were with a whole slew of people.
Yeah, we were for the first game also.
Oh, the whole slew. Were you in
A,
the
a
same
different a different group.
were you in the same seats?
No, different seats.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So Friday night we were up behind home plate, top of the stadium.
Nice. Okay.
Um, and I mean, we were exhausted anyway. I mean, at the end of the week, I'm
Yeah,
exhausted
see, we're
anyway.
I'm on the thing is I'm on summer break. Well, I'm not. I have a
Yeah.
job. But you're still grinding.
Yeah. And this grind at the end here, we still got 2 weeks left of
Mm-hmm.
school. And for those who don't remember, I work in schools and it's particularly intense. So I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
And so it was a push to get to the game. I'm
Mm-hmm.
already tired. Like I'd be almost in bed by the time the game starts.
Mm-hmm.
But it's 7 o'clock and the game's just kicking off.
Mm-hmm.
And so we lasted till about the seventh and then started making our way down. We had to get some Mr. Softy ice cream.
Delightful.
And then we had to see Corbin Carroll's last at bat
Mm-hmm.
live. Well, what we thought was his last at bat.
Mm-hmm.
And then we are like, we gotta,
Was that when Gabe Spire just owned his trash?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I like
Um,
Corbin, but that was filthy.
Yeah, it was a tough at bat.
Yeah.
So um so he hit, and then we had our ice cream, and we were like, okay, let's get to the train, because if we don't get to the train early, the train runs every like 10 to 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you're not in the first train, it might be the second or even third train. So standing
Yeah.
down there at the train and then getting home at like midnight was not an appealing situation.
Okay. Right.
And we knew we were coming back the next night, and
Mm-hmm.
we're like, you know what? We can miss a couple innings. Unfortunate, because you don't know exactly how. I mean, it was close.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you don't know how it's going to go exactly.
Mm-hmm. But
Um,
you're kind of hoping like, hey, they scored, they're
yeah,
up one, just close it out, boom,
yeah,
over. You know.
yeah. And so we're like, we're coming back the next night. Let's go home, get some rest, do what we got to do, make some signs so that we can get on the broadcast, which we did.
Mm-hmm. The Arizona broadcast, right?
Yeah, Arizona broadcast. And then, and that's what it is. No
Mm-hmm.
regrets.
Mm-hmm.
Bummed that we missed the exciting finish, and we didn't go to the Sunday game,
Mm-hmm.
and so we missed that
Walk
walk
off as
off
well.
as
Mm-hmm.
well. But we got
Mm-hmm.
to see the comfortable win where they hit four bombs.
Yeah, four bombs is fun. It's a fun watch. Yeah. Yeah, it was a little bit of a tough weekend for Corbin, so that's a bummer. But
Although, I mean, Friday night, 2 for 5,
was he? Yeah, that's right. He did 2 and 2 for 5. But
scored a run,
yeah, sure. You're right. It wasn't like terrible, but it wasn't like he didn't like go off.
Yeah,
So
no, he didn't.
so but baseball, it's hard to just go off all the
Yeah.
time. So
Hmm.
that's how it goes. So yeah, and then you went right field. You were you were prepared and completely unprepared all at the same time because you sat in the no tarps section
It's not
and
called
you
no tarps, bro. You got to get on board with this trend.
what is it? I thought it was no tarps.
It's tarps off.
Tarps off. Yes, yes, that's right. Tarps off. You're right. And and you refused to join. You're in the section.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know it was going to happen.
It happens every game.
I didn't realize that happened every game.
Yeah.
Are you for real?
I went to a Padres game.
I didn't even
It was
it didn't happen while we were still there on Friday night.
it's the eighth inning, bro, is when it happens.
Okay.
Eighth inning is tarps off, bro.
Okay.
I mean,
Like,
when it was at the Padres game, it started with like 2 rows. And by the time the ninth inning rolled around, the entire section,
yeah.
the
Oh
one
yeah.
entire section was the male individuals with a shirts off.
Yeah, it was it was bananas, and it
Did
was fun and
did
hilarious.
did the other people go tarps off with you?
No, no one in our group went tarps
Mhm.
off. I mean, it's a mixed crowd.
I didn't
There,
expect that they would, but I thought maybe you got
you know,
one guy that just went, he was like, you know what, screw it, I'm going. No.
no, we didn't. No, nobody did.
Okay.
So,
Um, so fun. I'm glad you got on the broadcast. I had this interesting thought. This is kind of a deep thought.
mhm.
Y'all they're rooting for Corbin.
Yeah.
Very fun.
Mhm.
And I realized that so I'm looking at like the different angles that you texted me. And you had massive signs for
Yeah.
each letter.
Yeah.
But from like the far angle,
Mhm.
it is small.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's not like if you like Corbin down at home plate, like that's like size 2 font
Yeah,
from
it's
home plate.
tough to see.
Yeah. But here was my deep thought is sometimes you go to a game and people write like a whole sentence and things like that.
Mhm.
And sometimes it gets on TV or whatever. But it takes a lot to read it.
Mhm.
Um, and so it made me think, I had this thought. in order to really celebrate another person, you have to, that celebration like needs to be so big that you disappear,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Like because you can celebrate in a way that's more like, look at me celebrate you. That's a small celebration.
Mm-hmm.
To really celebrate somebody else, you've got to make it so big that you cannot see yourself. And it
Pretty
just made
much.
it made me think of that with those signs, because those things were like, y'all were like,
Yeah.
barely looking over the top and whatever.
Uh-huh.
And it was like, Corbin's probably not going to see that, but
Yeah.
you guys have so much love, and um, you're so proud of what Corbin has done and who he is as a person, that like, yeah, it's cool to like be on the broadcast, but what's cooler is to see Corbin not just being a really good baseball player, but being a really good human,
Mm-hmm.
a really great person.
Yeah.
And so to make signs that aren't just like, sort of like, look at me celebrate Corbin, but
Mm-hmm.
are really about Corbin. So
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about that, and I thought that was an interesting little deep thought that just kind of hit me.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Well, and celebrating him and, you know, I guess, yeah, celebrating him brought this group of teachers together,
mhm,
and a group that is really special to me, uh, as part of my life, part of my journey in my career, but also there during some really important moments of my life and have remained very special people to me. And so now at this point, this is like the time that we get together every 2 years when the
mhm,
Diamondbacks come to Seattle.
mhm.
We've started a tradition now.
Yeah,
We're 4 year, 3
yeah,
years in on this,
the tradition,
thing.
yeah. Mhm,
Yeah. And so,
mhm,
so it's about Corbin, and it's also about the group of people,
mhm,
and it's fun.
mhm. Yeah, absolutely. So cool. Well, we covered a ton. Adam, I'm letting you off the hook. The stayed the game the whole time police are letting you off the hook.
Yeah, I mean the most egregious one for me of all time
Mhm,
was a game back in like 2011, 2012,
mhm,
when I left early when the Mariners were down like 7 or 8,
mhm.
and then they won.
But that one wasn't, I feel like when you explained that one to me, it was like, if you had stayed, you had zero way to get home,
I mean, I would have been
or
able to
per
get
near.
home, but I
Okay.
would have had to wait for like an hour for the bus in
Okay.
downtown Seattle.
All right. That's fair.
It would have
So,
been it would have been rough, but that would
mhm,
have been a memorable one.
yeah. Well, we got to call this one. Thanks for hanging with us, everybody. We'll talk to you next time.